and welcome to Tech Enthusicast. I'm Neil.
And I'm Simon. And I'm thinking we should rename the podcast, Neil.
This particular one or all of them?
It's phones.
It is a lot of
I don't know
phones.
whether we should just call it Tech Enthusi Phonecast.
Why got the same ring?
It hasn't got the same ring, but I suppose
Ring,
it's...
phone.
It is MWC.
Yes.
So I'm
Mobile
putting it
World
down.
Congress.
So the fact it's MWC. We can't escape the phones.
No.
We're gonna have to dive in deep.
Yeah.
The back, Nokia.
Nokia.
Not on. We mentioned the 3310 last week, but the phone that I was really impressed with was the Nokia 6.
Yeah.
Mid-range in price for a handset, full metal body,
Nice.
and stock Android. I reckon it's going to do the monthly security updates, which for a non-Google produced phone, unheard of.
Stock Android.
Yeah, well, Moto G, we'll come to them later, were always the closest for stock.
Yeah.
But they have to put on the Moto Expression software.
Yeah.
Just because they have a few pieces of custom hardware and a few tweaks, don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
But that never updated as frequently as having, say, a Nexus or a Pixel would. So Nokia coming out saying they're going to do a mid-range phone that has all the security monthly updates makes me want it.
Totally. I mean, the phone I've got, the Mate 9, I was like, yeah, brilliant, fantastic. It's got Nougat on it. Fantastic, loving it, want it. Newest software, but it isn't Nougat. It's Huawei's version of Nougat.
EMUI.
Yeah. So, you don't get everything that you would do if it was stock Nougat, but yeah.
You almost want to experience, because Google obviously develop Android and then decided try and say this is how we feel the experience should be, in terms of this is how the app drawer should work, this is how the notification should work.
Yeah.
But then when everyone starts doing overlays, they start to move away from that feature set. So it's nice to see a phone that is a third of the price, if not lower than that, could be quarter the price of the Pixel.
Wow.
That actually delivers what the stock Android experience is supposed to be.
And the delight of not having the Nokia music player and the Nokia web browser and the
all those things are still going to be on there.
Probably, They might be a little bit easier to ignore, but
you'll be able to delete them and then install the stock. But it's really exciting. Great to see Nokia. I know it's only Nokia in. Well, you could argue namesake, but it's actually some of the original Nokia engineers.
Yeah.
So perhaps rather than Nokia in namesake, we should be saying Nokia in spirit.
It's the spiritual successor to Nokia.
Yeah, because it's the same people that were working on it when it was branded Nokia. Yeah, it's just the way it works.
Yeah.
3310 as well.
The 3310.
It was shown off.
Back.
Battery life, 30 days standby.
I know. Was it 22 hours talk time?
I couldn't talk for 22 hours. My voice would be ruined.
Unbelievable.
Right, that should be it. Someone needs to do a Twitch live video stream of running down the Nokia 3310's talk time.
Little clock in the corner.
Yeah, see if you can manage to do it. I don't think you could talk for 22 hours.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice. It's slightly bigger but thinner and a lot lighter.
And then they released it in some interesting colourways as well, rather than...
The yellow one looks pretty nasty. There's
in your opinion.
Okay then, the yellow one looks pretty nasty. Yeah, no, that's it. There's the classic blue.
God, so it's actual Nokia blue?
Yeah. The
light blue or the dark, because they had two blues, didn't they?
The dark blue.
The classic, the classic Nokia blue.
Yeah. And a couple of others. There's some pretty nasty colours.
Well, they did have really unique, even from the colour, you're like, I know it's Nokia.
Yeah.
Almost like, certain brands do have their own colour, don't they?
Yeah.
Like B&Q orange, and I'm sure FedEx have got a few colours, and UPS have got colours.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, it's a really iconic colour.
That special UPS brown.
Do you know what that will? I bet that is.
It totally will be.
They'll have the Pantone on that for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks really, really nice. It's a lot rounder, and it was quite rounded edges anyway. It got a nice little curve.
People have described it to me as a well-worn river pebble.
I like that. Yeah, I can totally see that. A proper skimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, colour screen, snake.
It's probably worth saying it isn't running Android or anything.
It's not.
It's running.
No,
is it?
It's Nokia's own.
Is it Series or Symbian 30? They call
no,
it.
it's not Symbian. It's Series.
Is it Series 30? Yeah. But what? €49.
Yeah.
Good burner phone. Good festival phone.
Yeah, definitely.
Good if you're out on a hike or doing some adventure-y thing where you don't want to take a £700-800 phone or a £200-300 phone. You just want to take a phone just in case of emergency. And even then, because the standby's so long, you can throw it in the bottom of your bag.
Yeah.
Absolute worst case scenario, you're about to dead, need to make a call. It's there.
Yeah.
It's £49. Put a Freedom Pop SIM in it, so you're not even paying.
Yeah.
£49, and that can keep you for a few years. Emergency.
I was having a few years off one charge. I know I've dropped it in the lake. Oh, it's fine. But yeah, I was talking to somebody at work and I said what would be really, really cool is if they could have like some kind of version of WhatsApp running on it, because then it'd just be ridiculous, and that's just a software thing. But if it had something,
it would need
like
to be a stripped down version. There was a store on it. There was an app and game store, but it's not live yet, so no one could really see what's on it.
Yeah.
It's for one of the markets is developing countries. WhatsApp is massive.
Yeah.
In developing countries.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'd be surprised if it didn't get a WhatsApp client.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not do a WhatsApp client.
No. I mean, obviously photos and stuff, they're not really
2 megapixels,
great.
2 megapixels.
2 megapixel camera.
Killing it.
I remember getting a 2 megapixel camera and being like, oh my god, look how good this photo is.
I'm pretty sure one of the first, 5210i I think I had. A Nokia.
Yeah.
A Nokia Blue. And
I knew by the numerals that it was a Nokia.
I'm just saying the Nokia Blue in terms of the colour.
Right.
1.3 I think it was. 1.3. I can remember having a digital camera.
Yeah.
They call them cameras now.
Yeah?
Yeah, don't call them digital cameras now. 3 megapixels. That reminds me actually, Sean was looking on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And it was a camera. It was for developing film.
Mm-hmm.
So they do the pitch video, don't they?
Yeah.
And they said, analog cameras.
Ooh.
It's like, we actually have to call them analog cameras now for people to appreciate the difference between film and digital. So yeah, every time I heard him say analog, I was like, oh, shut up. Just call it photography, not analog photography.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Megapixel base back then. 3 megapixels was...
It was unbelievable, and at the time you thought it was the best thing ever.
Well, yeah, 1.3 megapixels on a 250 by 250 pixel screen looks amazing.
Yeah, I saw a GIF online today of somebody trying to take a selfie using the 3310 camera, but it hasn't got a front-facing camera. So doing the old school, trying to get yourself in frame.
Well, do you remember what they used to do for selfies when you didn't have the live video screen?
Well, I remember what I did, but
they used to put the little bump mirror next to the camera, so you could see yourself in the bump mirror.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, you don't need that now.
But yeah, it does. It looks really, really nice, and it, again, something that I said to somebody was, it's the phone you could give your kid. And then I'm like, no, my kid would just be like, what? Why they can't touch the screen?
Yeah, why can't play games on this one? Why would I make a call on a phone?
What's T9?
T9. You know what this means, don't you? All the T9 records are going to try and be broken again because there's a new handset. Maybe those switches are now a little quicker, a little faster.
Yeah.
I was reasonable at typing on T9. I could get up to pretty good speed.
I could type messages without looking quite easily.
Yeah, I could actually.
I could type out.
There's something
message
about the muscle memory for a numpad.
Yeah.
That is so easy to programming. It's so even now, obviously, when you have to use a landline, the muscle memory is still there.
Yeah. But yeah, I frequently wrote messages without looking because I wasn't supposed to have my phone with me at work. So
you're doing it in your pocket.
Surreptitiously texting. But yeah, easily be able to type a message without looking and be pretty confident, like 95% confident that there was no typing errors at all.
Yeah, but people can do that with touchscreen typing now.
Those people are weird. How did they manage that?
Honestly, I was visiting a friend and he had 2 teen daughters and they could type without looking. And just go...
That's bonkers.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Nice bit of audio that mime in there.
I know. Can you hear my thumbs moving about? Made for radio. But yeah, I was very impressed. It's just the same, we obviously used the phone so much that we were amazing at typing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I've never learned to do touch typing on a touchscreen phone without having to use the screen reader to double check and back it up. Talking about typing on phones, who's back, Neil?
Blackberry?
Again, is it Blackberry now?
Yeah, so the Blackberry Key 1. Blackberry yet again trying to do a smartphone with a nice big touchscreen, but also with a physical keypad.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
I really do. In fact, I love the idea.
Yeah.
I like the fact there's the option to have a physical keyboard without having to attach a case.
Yeah.
Brilliant, love it. Look at the specs of it. I don't know how they arrived at that price tag.
Yeah.
Because the specs of it is like a £260-290 phone.
Yeah.
They're wanting over 500.
That's bananas.
I feel that's the constant downfall with BlackBerry. They want to still be in that premium space.
Yeah.
So slap on that premium price tag, but that market has moved to the premium Android and the iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah, completely.
I don't think you can begin to get into that market again. Release a phone with a keyboard, reduce the price.
Yeah. See, I really liked the BlackBerry Priv. I had a bit of a play with it in a shop, and the idea of having a normal smartphone without a keyboard and then being able to slide down the keyboard when you wanted it seems like such a logical idea, but just people did not want a slider phone.
No, because when you looked at it in the shop and you saw the price tag, you're like, oh, what can I get for that? Oh,
well, yeah.
I can get the S7.
Yeah.
Why are we going to buy the Priv?
Yeah.
It just wasn't compelling enough. And I think even the Priv, when it came out, I'm sure it was running the older version of Android as well.
Probably.
I don't think it was running the latest version of Android.
Couldn't it dual boot? Didn't it do... It wasn't just Android, was it? It was BlackBerry's own OS as well.
I kind of like dual booting, the idea of dual booting a phone.
Yeah.
Because was it Continuum? Did they demo it at Continuum at MWC? I don't think they did. I think they were supposed to, but now the S8 launch is going to be later. I don't think the demo would Continuum.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in seeing that. And that brings us into the S8. Dun, dun, dun.
Briefly, before we go on to the S8, back to the 3310.
Okay.
A lot of the pictures that I saw with the screen on indicated that it's going to be dual SIM as well.
Oh yeah, I bet dual SIM. But again, that's for developing countries. Yeah. Everything's dual SIM.
Oh yeah, totally.
When you import phones, I bet your phone's dual SIM, isn't it? Hang on, is that an import? Is it an import?
No, it isn't, no.
For some reason I thought you imported, but you didn't, did you?
No, I didn't, no.
I don't know why I thought you imported.
Yeah, I mean, like the OnePlus phones, like the OnePlus 2, that was dual SIM.
In fact, before we even talk about the S8, let's talk about the Android phone that made us stand up and take notice of Android, the Moto G line.
Oh, yeah.
Moto G, was it the G1 that we were playing with? I think it was the G1, wasn't it? But the Moto G1 was the... Oh, it was so cheap, wasn't it? Was it less than £200?
It was really cheap.
But the phone was so solid, so good, it really made you question whether you actually needed a premium handset.
Yeah.
But then you took a photo and thought, oh, that's why I need a premium phone.
Yeah.
So they've got we're up to G5 now.
G5.
So G5 Plus, G5 Plus being a bigger screen, slightly faster processor and stuff. But what's interesting about the G5 is, because obviously we're only seeing demos of the phones at the minute.
Yeah.
The specs of the sensor for the camera look suspiciously like the specs for the Samsung S7.
Right.
So we got to a point where budget and mid-range handset creators concentrate on build quality.
Yeah.
So now, for budget to mid-range, you can get unibody, you can get metal. So now they're all doing that. They're obviously looking at the next feature that they can bring into that price range.
Yeah.
And I think 2017 we could see the year that budget and mid-range get good cameras.
Yeah.
And once we're at that point, I think it's going to get a harder and harder sell at the premium end, especially in Android, to make those sales. Because if you can get a £300 handset whose camera's never going to be as good as the sort of high end,
No.
but gets within acceptable distance, I don't see why you would spend double the money.
Definitely not. And being that the vast majority of people use camera phones for selfies and just short range pics anyway, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, we are getting to that point now where why would I spend, in the case of Apple and the Pixel, knocking on for £1,000 on a phone?
I think Apple stands out just because it's a different ecosystem.
Yeah.
Because if you choose Apple, there's only really, that's it. If you like iOS, that's it. You've got no choice.
Yeah.
But if you like Android,
you've got a lot of choice.
You've got a lot of choice.
Ridiculous amount
Because
of
actually,
choice.
I was tempted. God, we're going way off the work. We're supposed to be talking about. I don't even know. Right, let me think how I can word this. Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. I want an Android phone that supports NFC fully for reading and writing tags.
Right.
Because Grayson really wanted me to play video games with him the other day.
Okay.
And I just can't see to play video games. He wanted me to play Minecraft. I was like, I just can't see Grayson. I can't play Minecraft. So I was like, I can play beat 'em ups because you just button mash down.
Totally, yeah.
So you smash it away. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy beat 'em up. We'll play beat 'em up together. And then I started thinking, he actually keeps on banging on about getting Pokemon cards.
All right.
And I'm like, well, he's got no one to really play with all the time. It is nice to collect. And then I thought, hang on a minute. If I put an NFC stick on every single card, and then I can write the data to those stickers,
Yeah.
I can write the essential numbers on the tag.
Yeah.
So I could play, essentially, any card game.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, hang on a minute. Then I could play any board game, anything like Cards for Humanity.
Yeah.
So all those things would become accessible. I'd just need to tag it with a sticker and then write to the sticker. So like, okay, right, I need an Android phone that's on the latest OS that supports NFC. I was like, oh, that's going to be so hard to find. Why isn't there just a database that someone maintains for Android phones?
Right.
Where I can just type in, these are the things that are important to me, and so drop down menus, go.
Yeah.
And it shows me the phones that have those features.
Right.
So even loving tech and knowing about tech, I'm like, which phone? Well, actually, I suppose what I want to do is, what's the least amount of money I can spend?
Well, yeah.
And
In order to be able to play Pokemon.
In order to play Pokemon. Well, not just Pokemon, make lots of different things accessible through the stickers. And that's just it. Because there's so much choice, it's actually quite hard if you want a very specific niche feature.
Yeah, I mean, even on GSM Arena, you can compare 3 mobile phones, and you can but you've still got to kind of root through the spec sheet to find the 3 that you want to compare that you can then put side by side.
Yeah.
So you're not just going to be able to type in.
But that's just it. It's someone who has that database.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a big, complex mess.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then make it searchable in the way I want it searchable. So I was like, oh. So I think all I'm going to do is, after MWC's, all the announcements done, we're a few weeks away, I'm going to collate all the mid-range phones and see which ones actually support NFC. Because NFC is still one of those features that is only just appearing in mid-range
Yeah.
for Android Pay. And so I think the Moto G5 Plus supports Android Pay, which means it must have NFC.
Yeah.
But then it depends which NFC chip they put in it to whether you're allowed to read and write tags.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a very difficult job
Yeah.
to find the phone that's capable of doing that.
See, I was quite, because the OnePlus 2 they took NFC out to make the OnePlus 2 cheaper.
Yeah.
I was, when Android Pay came around, I was like, hey, oh no, I ain't got NFC.
Came back in for OnePlus 3 though, didn't it?
It did, yeah. But now I've got NFC, and I've tried, like, my main accounts just don't work with Android Pay, so I'm like, ugh. So the other day I was like...
you forget that your bank got support it.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
exactly, yeah. So the other day I was like, what's that? Like, oh, that's the NFC icon, I guess I may as well just turn that off.
I really looked out. When Apple Pay come out, my bank was one of the first banks in the UK to support it. So I was like, oh, great, done. But even now, as much as I like Apple Pay, 'cause it's fingerprint, I still end up using PayPal.
Really?
Yeah, because I buy a lot of train tickets. I still pay through PayPal.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know why. Maybe it's habit. You know, because I always pay with PayPal.
Yeah.
I'm just like, PayPal. So yeah, habit's the hardest thing to break, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, I'll have to test with your phone whether I can read and write tags.
Yeah, we can have a look at that.
I'll buy some tags and try to talk about... see, we're going off script now.
Totally.
I've been building a robot. No one's impressed by it yet.
What, like a killer robot?
It may get there.
Yeah.
I've been talking about putting a flamethrower on it.
Nice.
Entering the robot was. But that's become my little hobby, to make a little robot. So now all I'm doing, spending all my time, is reading spec sheets, becoming super nerdy, thinking, what can I make my robot do? But I'm definitely discovering a love for an area of technology that I've read about for years, but I'm now actually sort of biting the bullet, getting involved.
Yeah.
And to be honest, once we'd got all the parts together, Sean built it probably in about 5 minutes. We didn't buy a kit. This is just buying parts. We built the chassis out of Lego and bought random bits. Banged out the code in 10 minutes. I'm like, this is actually far easier than you perhaps think it is to make something from scratch now. There's so many cool little pieces of technology out there. For example, I'm using a BBC Micro bit, which I think costs like 9-10 quid to power it. And yeah, it's a fantastic, fun hobby. Yeah. I think the motors I was getting for 42p. I know, I'm splitting that. And then like the sensor I've been buying have been £3.
Yeah.
It's a real fun, accessible, entry-level technology.
Cool.
Loving it.
Yeah,
loving it.
Just sound fun.
It is fun. And hopefully I want to make a tank next.
Right, okay. Using tank tracks.
Yeah, going to navigate by GPS.
Oh,
so I'm going
nice.
to plot out. I think that's a long way off though, because I'm still doing basic navigation. So introducing GPS may add a few more hurdles.
Maybe a few.
Yeah, I think we got to the S8. It's a phone.
We were about to get to the S8, weren't we?
Expensive.
Yeah. It's Samsung pretty much, apart from the Note 7. But Samsung do pretty well with the phones these days, don't they? They've come a long way since the earlier S models, which were a bit flimsy and naff.
The build quality up to the S4 I thought was junk.
Yeah.
The S5 started to get a bit better.
Yeah.
The S7 was... wow.
Didn't you kill an S4 in like 3 days or something?
No, I had the prototype and I bought the prototype. It wasn't my fault. I was in a greasy spoon. And we were sat down eating, and I was wearing a pair of shorts, and it was in my pocket.
Right.
And I sat down, slipped out of my pocket, hit the tile floor, and broke it.
Nice.
Yeah, there was only 2 phones as well. So they weren't too happy, but one of those things.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me about that.
Don't worry about it. Real world testing. You're doing him a favour.
Yeah. Well, now, I think I own the actual phone. I owned for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Took it out of the box and just went. You're kidding me, right? Put it back in the box. Got rid of it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the build quality wasn't there.
Yeah.
It really wasn't, and yeah, it was a shame. But they're better now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the S7. People still say, if you're going to get an Android phone, get an S7 because they are just really, really nice phones. I don't understand why anybody would get the curved screen. It baffles me. It just makes no sense whatsoever. The functionality that is on it is dreadful and minimal, so it's pointless.
I don't know what you can add to the edge of the screen to make it useful.
No.
Unless you're doing lots of gestures.
Yeah.
For example, if you remove the buttons and make it all touch, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But to display information, no.
No. And the things that I've seen, it'd be like, an email icon, so you can press on it and that opens your email, but, whatever. Who cares?
No.
No.
But they were trying to do a standout, interesting, different feature, and they did.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
It really does stand out. You definitely know it's an S7 Edge.
Yeah.
Just because, it's a curved phone. But we'll find out more later in the year. What is it? Is it March the 29th, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But that's... Honestly, the premium handsets just aren't doing it for me.
No.
Especially in Android, because I think the interesting thing about Android is it's more accessible from a price point.
Yeah.
So I think the interesting news happens at the £300 to £400 price point.
Yeah.
Anything above that, it's just like, do I need that? Do I need this? Do I need that? I know you've got that phone. Your phone was a little bit more than that, but that's I assume because you wanted the enormous screen.
I wanted an enormous screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing more than anything, and these days for me, accidentally just activated OK Google on my phone.
I thought he does it in like super serious there.
And now I just did it again. Yeah, the thing for me with phones these days is that they're all black rectangles, and they're just, there's nothing really, I very rarely see a phone and go, oh my god, that's gorgeous, I want it.
Well, John Mader said this, didn't he? A few months ago now. He said that's why TV's got boring.
Yeah.
It's a rectangle.
Yeah.
What can you do? There's nothing you can do with it. It's essentially the information that's displayed on the screen that becomes interesting.
Exactly.
Not the shape of the screen itself.
Yeah.
And that's why we end up going down the curved TV route to try and...
Yeah, to try and make them more interesting.
Yeah, but you can't do it.
Especially when bezels get smaller, which they did with TVs and now they are doing with phones.
Yeah, bezels on some TVs now are just... It's not even there, is it?
Yeah,
it's absolutely non-existent. Yeah. I was over in Munich and there was a TV wall, where they put loads of TVs together.
Yeah.
And I was touching it and I was like, oh my god, the bezels separating these TVs is not even there.
Yeah.
It was like, must have been just over the mill.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay, so
Clunk.
Clunk indeed.
This was a seamless edit.
Totally, yeah. You didn't see it coming.
No.
We actually recorded for about an hour and then lost half of it. So,
do you know why we lost half of it, Neil? Because Apple has such a beautiful unified ecosystem that what actually happened is halfway through the recording, I got a call.
Yep.
And that call went to my iPhone, my iPad, and my iPad Pro. We record from the iPad Pro with a microphone in it.
We do.
Now, we didn't realise that what that actually does is it cuts out the audio recording.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So we lost about 25 minutes.
So this remaining of the show now is basically a tribute, because we, without a doubt, probably recorded the best podcast show I've heard in the tech sphere. Easily.
I mean, some of the things that we were coming out with, it was just unbelievable.
It's like we were true futurists.
It was like existentialist kind of...
Literally,
it's unbelievable.
bullet point, letter to the truth, what it's going to be in technology for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
But I think it'd be unfair to repeat that.
it's lost. I mean, I was riffing, I was freewheeling. I don't even know what I said.
I was on a different level.
Totally.
So now this is a tribute.
AKA quick roundup of the things we chatted about.
Yeah, we were chatting about what did we do?
Well, we were talking
Now,
about.
handily, do you know what? For the first, we're usually really bad at this, but we took notes.
Yeah.
As we were usually wouldn't even do that.
Well, you say that, but I actually take notes every time.
Yeah.
That's why there's show notes.
Well, Neil takes notes. Neil's prepared. I just sit and talk nonsense for an hour.
Yeah. So we were talking about bezels on phones and TVs and all sorts.
Yeah, we were talking about the gone, the
Yeah.
disappearing. It's
Absolutely.
a meal. You can't do much with it.
No.
And I don't think you can. We basically want to say that you can't with phones.
Yeah, they're all black rectangles now. There's nothing.
Yeah, so that basically got us talking about. Probably keep on referencing the show that doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. Yeah.
We're talking about how you would navigate a phone without buttons
Yeah.
on the front, a physical button,
Yeah.
or even
just capacitive. Yeah.
because we're moving towards a screen with no buttons, and how can you navigate something without any buttons?
Yeah. And I find on-screen navigation buttons on Android really irritating, especially when you're in like a full screen app and you have to come out of it by swiping up from the bottom of the screen and faffing about. It's so much easier if there's something you can tap that takes you out of that.
It's why I've been such a big fan of the Apple home button.
Yeah.
It's that go-to button. If something goes wrong, press it, you're out.
Yeah.
You know, it's want to flip back to the home screen when you're 6 pages along in your screen and you come back. So we are going to eventually lose that button.
Yeah.
It's taking up real estate on the front of the phone that can be used for screen.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Essentially, we're going to have like a 99% screen phone at some point. There's going to be a gap at the bottom or the top for a camera, and that's it.
Well, who is it that did
the camera behind the screen?
The camera behind the screen.
I don't know.
Was it the Mi Mix?
No, their cameras, the Mi Mix, the cameras at the bottom.
Like the Dell laptop did, because when you're doing a selfie, you can reorientate the phone. Yeah. They did the speaker behind the screen.
Yeah.
Which was really clever,
Really clever.
So, how Apple are going to solve the problem? The entire screen eventually is going to be the Touch ID sensor.
Which is bananas.
So you can unlock it with anything anywhere on the screen. And I think if they're doing that, 3D Touch is eventually going to be used. It's going to come into its own. Yeah. So now the home screen could essentially be a certain degree of pressure anywhere on the screen.
It makes sense.
It does make sense, but then if there's pressure gestures within the app on a button, you're going to need different levels of pressure. So maybe it's going to be a long hard press will become home, because who is it at the minute that's using long press to be the home button?
I don't know.
God, it's someone.
I don't know.
Is it the P10? Could be the P10.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so a long hold is the home button.
Really? Because hasn't the P10 got fingerprint reader on the front?
I think it's capacitive though. I don't think.
But it could still be used as a home button, surely.
Oh, is it a bit? I can't remember which phone it is, but honestly, this phone, I've read it from NWC where it's a long press becomes a home button.
Yeah.
I should have got it down. You and your notes just embarrassing me who has to try and do it all by memory. So what was the next thing to talk about? Now we're just going to have to rely heavily on our notes, Neil.
Yeah, and we then talked about the fact that Google Assistant is going to be on all phones.
Gone is our natural flow of conversations. We tried to rediscover what we recorded and lost.
Yeah. All phones above Android 6.0 will have Google Assistant, or they will have the ability to have Google Assistant when the OEMs eventually get round to faffing about with it and putting it on the phone.
Which is again why you need the Nokia 6.
Again, why you need the Nokia 6, definitely.
The Nokia 6 is the phone to own. Nokia's back. It's back in style.
Yeah, baby.
It's the phone to own. If you get I'm blue, we'll buy it. It might come in blue, actually. Let's see what colours it came in.
I want a Nokia smartphone that's got that weird curvy bump in it like the 3310 has. It's not just a rectangle.
I want it to be made out of some cheap plastic with a silver plastic trim.
I want, when I drop it, I want it to explode into like 6 pieces, but easily be put back together and still work.
Yeah. I want the battery to drop and you bounce it back in. God, can you remember you used to charge phones not even on a USB cable? Can you remember that? That now
dedicated
seems
charger.
really archaic. And you used to have to go into a phone shop. You say, "I need a charger." And they'd be like, "What phone?" And they used to be
like 762 different chargers.
It was like, "So is that your micro USB, USB-C?" It's like, which of these 150 different connectors would you?
Connectors, yeah.
Everyone wanted their own proprietary. You see, we're going on Apple for having their own connector.
True,
but if you go back a few years, everybody had a custom connector.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you didn't have to charge your phone around at your mate's house because the battery lasted so long. You can wait till you go home to charge it.
Do you need to charge your phone? No, I do last week.
But you know what? We're out with the weekend and we went to visit Sean's family. Literally, what he's like, "You got a phone charger?"
Yeah, the thought of carrying like a battery pack around with you just in case you need to charge your phone.
Well, we had a 20,000 mAh battery in the car. It's because when I'm in the car, especially if we're going away out for the day, we've usually got like the kid and Sean's mum or whatever. So then there's like so many people trying to connect into this charger. So if you're driving for like 4 or 5 hours, Sean's probably using Google Maps on the iPhone. The kids are like hammering tablets or phones or whatever. You need some kind of big charging unit.
I can't remember what phone it was I had, but there was a phone that I had that when I used a cigarette lighter USB hub and had my phone plugged in, if I was listening to music at the same time as using mapping, and I'm talking like a smartphone, we're not going back any, but if I was doing both, it wouldn't charge the battery. It just
because it drained. Yeah,
it was using so much battery that all it did was slow down the drain.
When I'm using the iPad Pro, because I use the screen reader, it's obviously hammered. The CPU really hard. So if I plug into a standard charger, it still depletes.
Wow.
So I had to buy the Lightning to USB-C and I charge it through the MacBook charger. Just so I can actually use it while I'm typing.
Crazy.
So it does remind me of the good old days of smartphones. But Google Assistant, so I'm going to be on lots of phones.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
It should be,
Well, we're looking forward to it, but we're looking forward to it for what it's going to... Do you know what? Google Assistant's turning into Bluetooth, where it's going to be good next year.
Yeah.
It's going to be good on the next version.
Yeah, and it still isn't.
I love the idea of it, I really do. But right now, it's not doing much.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be fun to have a play with it in a real life kind of circumstances and see what use it actually
Let's buy a Nokia 6.
Well, yeah.
Let's email Nokia. Come on,
Nokia.
Come on, play with your phone for a bit. I'd like to try it. Yeah. If you're listening, Nokia, I'd like a Nokia 6. Then buy it off Amazon. Use it, send it back.
We did not just say that.
What? So you're telling me the people don't already do that on Amazon?
Well, maybe a little.
That's what everyone uses, returns policy. I mean, some companies are really open about it and say to do that. It's not a shameful thing. Essentially, nowadays, a phone shop is not going to carry every phone, so the only way you can even have an opportunity to see what that phone is like is to buy it and send it back.
Actually, it was 5 years ago, I tweeted...
Is that 5 years ago now?
Yeah. And because they were Nokia phones, weren't they? Yeah. I tweeted at somebody and got a Windows phone sent to me for a trial period.
Yeah.
And I at the time I was really into the idea of Windows Phone. I thought
wasn't that when they
cool.
first started using Metro with the tiles?
Yes.
That was actually a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was, and I really liked it, and I was really into the idea. But then when I actually got through to testing it, I'm like, okay, let's have a look for the Twitter client. Oh, these are all garbage. Right, okay. What about an email client? No, these are all garbage.
Are you trying to suggest, Neil, that Windows never got the ecosystem going?
It just didn't. The apps weren't there, but I really liked them. I thought they were decent phones.
Well, do you know what could make the apps be there? The $200 Lenovo.
Seamless. No one saw it coming.
I know, got it in there. Because if the apps are going to run in the tablet mode,
yeah,
and you want to run a full screen app, you can make it run on a Windows tablet, you can make it run on the Windows phone. So Windows are pushing a lot of hardware manufacturers to make, not saying phones, but at least other devices, that the unified apps will go across the board, and eventually Windows Phone will be viable again. Well, I'm sure that's the hope for Windows anyway.
Yeah.
But the $200 Lenovo, let's touch on it. It's a 2-in-1. $200. So that's touchscreen and a laptop.
Yeah.
For $200.
That's insanely cheap.
It just seems unreal.
It really does.
You're definitely competing against a Chromebook at that price point.
Oh yeah, yeah, and yeah, just the fact that it's not a mobile OS that it's running; it's Windows.
Yeah, Windows 10.
It's crazy.
Windows 10 is quite good.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, I got an update the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't know what it did. Oh, it added Cortana, and I tried to have a go with it, and it was.
Oh God, you only just done that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I only just got that the other day.
Yeah, when I installed Windows, it was after that update had come out, so I got it
for
straight
whatever
away.
reason. I only got that update the other day,
right?
And I asked Cortana to open an app for me, and it Googled it. Well, it didn't. It binged it.
Hey, Bing's quite good.
Bing's not bad. Bing's not bad.
But that's a great point. That about Google have got such a foothold in that market that no matter how good the competitors are, they'll use it.
Yeah, totally.
I think I've only ever used Bing a handful of times.
Yeah. So, somebody I was talking to the other day, they'd been away with some friends, and they needed to set an alarm. And they'd all got iPhones, but somebody went, "Oh, I need to set an alarm." So somebody went, "Siri, set an alarm for blah blah blah." And then the guy I know waited until he'd fallen asleep and then went, "Siri, cancel the alarm."
I do that to Sean's phone sometimes. I'll add events to a calendar. Sean, why have I got an event?
Trolling people through voice control.
Yeah, it is quite funny to do it sometimes, actually.
But yeah, other than that, PSVR.
Oh, we had a 15-minute rant about VR.
Really big talk about VR.
That was actually probably a really wide-reaching opinion of where VR is and where it's going in the future.
I think it would have changed the future of VR, though.
I think Oculus has been knocking on our door going, right, come on, you guys need to come and work in our product department. You know where it's at.
Yeah.
We basically said, we don't think there's a market for it now. We think there could be in the future.
Yeah.
But as experiences, and not as in VR arcades, but perhaps some kind of VR venue where you experience VR.
Yeah. And I don't think it's not really something that everybody has in their home. Not if it ever is, it's not going to be for a very long time.
No. If we class this as the early days of the tech, you're looking at 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And even then, I think if you all sat in the living room in a VR headset, I know now people stare at the screens when they're sat in the living room, but you can break from the screen by just looking up. And but to break from VR, it's a bit more involved.
It's like that photograph of everybody in the hall having VR headsets on. Zuckerberg snuck in basically, so when they took the headsets off, that he was there. But it's just Zuckerberg walking past a bunch of people who look like they're in a Daft Punk video, just oblivious to everything going on around them.
Yeah, I don't see it.
No, I don't.
I really don't.
It's fun. I've had a play, and it's fun, but it's not going to be something that I use on a daily basis.
I think once the price point is below a couple of £100, you're going to get people buying it just as a bit of a one-off, use it every now and again.
Yeah, and speaking of the Daft Punk analogy, they're going to get smaller. They're going to get easier to put on. They're going to be.
But essentially, you're still going to need something that totally blocks out your vision.
Yeah.
It has a minimum size.
Yeah.
To enable that.
Yeah.
And that is still a relatively bulky device. Because if you think augmented reality, eventually, you could, in theory, make a very svelte pair of glasses.
Yeah.
And it uses lasers to fire.
Yeah.
Across the screen.
I think AR's got a bigger future than VR, especially if it comes down to that.
You don't need to do your full field of vision.
No.
You only need perhaps, I don't know, 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And that'll be enough. You don't need complete covering of someone's vision.
And if it's something that you can actually wear out and about, that's...
If it's discreet.
Yeah, it's just like a hood. Like Google Glass was that was essentially just a hood, wasn't it? It wasn't really augmented reality or anything like that.
No, but it certainly wasn't discreet.
Oh no, no.
It was a big bulky thing, but at the time we were amazed by it. Can you remember?
Yeah, it was cool.
We were just blown away. We were like, "Oh my god, this is cool."
Yeah,
still somewhere in the house somewhere.
Just keeping a coffee table upright.
No, do you know? I think it's in like the drawer of bits and bobs upstairs.
Right.
It was a shame before its time. I think if they'd have kept revising it, we might have seen something more interesting from Glass.
Possibly so.
Everyone wants a pair of Snap spectacles now.
Obviously.
Even I want a pair of Snap spectacles.
Luckily they come in different colours because the obnoxious yellow ones are a bit.
Well, do you know why I'd want a pair of Snap spectacles? Because right now, for me to use or produce content for Snapchat for me now is a bit of a pain. But if it's literally face mounted, because I can tell where to look, I just press a button. That seems so much easier. I would use it. I would produce content, show people my day to day.
It's a bizarre one though, because I would argue that the vast majority of Snap content is selfie based.
Is it?
Yeah, even the videos are like people holding the cameras at arm's length, like in front of things, showing off where they are, showing off what they're doing.
But that's
and
because
for that they need to be in the picture.
People are obsessed
with themselves.
I wasn't quite going to say that. But that's the way you say you're experiencing something now.
Yeah.
It's not about showing someone your point of view. It's about being in that shot, isn't it?
Being the narrator to the experience. And I think that's come from YouTube, really. People doing videos of, oh, so this is me doing such and such, and I have to start every sentence with the word so. And, just being there and showing that you're there.
Perhaps Snap spectacles in AR is an opportunity to move away, just because obviously before selfies were a big thing.
Yeah,
it would show people what you were looking at, so there's no reason why it couldn't move away from being so selfie orientated to being looking out. But I don't do many selfies. Do you do many selfies?
No, I played about with Snapchat for a bit, but I don't really use. The only time I ever use Snapchat is if I go somewhere really interesting. and the rest of the time.
So what you're basically saying is when we were at the front of a plane, you like to show that when we landed in some far-flung destination.
Yes,
and we back.
That was always fun.
I can remember when me and you rode in that rickshaw last year and then you lost the video when you were like, Daddy! Because we were riding through the rickshaw at night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just zipping through all the traffic, and you said it looked cool from the back.
It did. But, I forgot what I was saying.
We were saying how nice it is to show off when you do something cool.
Yeah, Snapchat, but you get people.
That's what checking on a Facebook's about, though, isn't it? Really?
Oh yeah, totally.
As soon as you're like, "Hey, look where I am."
But I do still occasionally go into Snapchat and I follow people on Snapchat and I see their videos, and sometimes they are literally just It's a selfie of them, a still selfie of them in bed going, I'm in bed watching telly. And I think, wow, didn't need a photo for that really. You could just put it a status. But I only ever use it when I'm doing something interesting.
Well, I'm going to be super conscious next week not to do many check-ins and selfies then.
Shut up.
Here's me at the bar.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, it's alright, we already did that once.
True. But no, I must admit, a lot of social media is an opportunity sometimes to be a bit showy offy, isn't it?
Yeah, completely.
Like, look quite. But then sometimes, even if I was there before social media, I was doing something cool, you kind of want to be like, oh, guess where I am? And you'd want someone to tell.
Yeah, true.
What you are, because you're finding it exciting and you want to share that excitement with other people. I don't think it's necessarily to rub it in the faces.
No.
It's just to share the excitement of how excited you are that you're experiencing that.
Yeah, totally. And I think that happens with a lot of things, whether it is you being somewhere really interesting and cool, or whether you were in the middle of a housing estate and almost ran over a pig, which happened to me the other week. But
How big was the pig?
It was a micro pig.
Now, when you say a real micro, because I hate the term micro, because it's not like micro machines, is it?
It was like the size of a small dog.
Now, when you say small dog,
small dog, not a modern small dog, like,
not like a pug,
like a 90s small dog.
90s one. Back when small dogs were proper small dogs.
Yeah.
Jack Russell.
Yeah, about that size.
Okay, that's a small pig.
Yeah,
just in the middle of an housing estate.
And then two people chasing it because it had obviously escaped inside. But
I was imagining this is some kind of housing estate Rocky sort of thing where I ain't got a chicken, but I've got a pig. Let's chase this pig.
But I got where I was going, and I told like 7 people. I just nearly run over a pig because it's just not something that happens every day. But when it's
that's when you need snap spectacles, because you're going to drive in the car, start the sound, go, there's a pig in the road. Yeah, that is quite a unique experience.
Yeah, and if I'd tried to, I was driving for a start, so I couldn't have done it. But if I tried to get my phone and faff about and film it, it was over. But yeah,
so you'd have to pop a swerve to miss it.
I was sat on some traffic lights.
The pig just toddled across the road.
And the lights turned green, and I started to drive off, and then all of a sudden this pig just charged across the road out of nowhere, and I had to stop really quickly.
I'm disappointed that nothing so crazy happened to me this week now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to have something crazy happen. Actually, let's not have anything to do.
let's not have a one-upmanship.
Yeah, it seems that
bad news.
Yeah, it's a long way away, so I want to get back in one piece.
Yeah, probably best.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, remember this was a tribute, the original podcast. Mind-blowing.
Unbelievable. But yeah, so fans in all the usual places. You can view the videos on YouTube if you just search for Tech Enthusicast. We've got techenthusicast.com. We're on Twitter, Enthusicast Tech, and you can follow us on RSS and iTunes when I fix the iTunes link.
We should totally pre-record that bit.
Yeah, we should.
So you can
just slot it in the end.
Just to say this is live. He does say that every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is impressive.
Either pre-record it or do it in a different way every time.
We've still got the intro music.
Yes, we've still got the intro
music. Yeah. We need some outro.
Well, we just use the intro music again.
In reverse.
Yeah. It's good to know that you listen to the editing that
I do. You can't listen to your own voice for an hour, can you?
True.
You can't. That's why people get other people to do the editing.
Yeah.
I've been trying to train myself. See, we're banging on now for a bit longer. Do you know, because you're supposed to listen to yourself speaking on stage, and I can't do it. Even like if a TV commercial comes on, I have to walk out of the room. So I'm like, no, I can't do it.
That's fair enough.
And I'm trying to desensitize myself by listening back to my WhatsApp messages.
Oh right.
So when I send you a message now, I listen back to it. And Sean called me the other day. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm just trying to desensitize myself to my own voice. I'm just, shut up.
I sometimes listen back to them because when you're doing a voice message and you're like, you do like a silly voice or an affectation in the way you're speaking, and I sometimes listen back to it to see if it comes across in the way that I thought it did when I was doing it.
Right. Yeah.
But and what's really weird is I was trying to set a ringtone on my phone the other day. Complete deviation. The podcast ended. I don't know what happened. We're still talking. But, yeah, I went to look for a ringtone to put on my new phone.
Yeah.
And there was this massive list of numerical sound files in amongst it, and it was all of the voice messages, primarily between me and you, but other ones as well. It just is absolutely... They were all loaded up into possible sound files that I could use as a ringtone. I was like, what?
You wouldn't even thought it could pull that data out to use it?
I don't know. It does, but they're all there. And because they're all numerical...
Hang on a minute. My messages are supposed to be encrypted, aren't they? So...
I can't remember, thinking about it, I can't remember if it was your messages or my messages.
Okay.
But they were definitely there. We'll report back on this. But yeah, they were definitely there. But because they were all numerical file names, to get to the actual track listings, I had to scroll down forever. You know?
Yeah, we do send a lot of voice messages out.
So I was just like, do, come on, where are all the... there we go. It was a real pain.
Sometimes I was trying... You know, because when you do it as text, you can just search, can't you? Find. I was like, I know me and Neil were talking about this. Like, when was it? Maybe in December. So I just scroll through this massive list and then listen to lots and lots of audio files. Like, I still haven't found it.
Was it before that or after it?
Yeah.
I remember.
But you know, it's amazing the memory you've got for it when you listen back. Because obviously, I couldn't recall any message now if you just asked me to. But if I listened to a few of them, I'd be like, yeah, so that was after I said this and before I said that.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been a lot of blather and we need to sign off.
Okay, let's call it quits there. End.
Bye-bye.
Bye.